We Yasharala come out every week to let the so-called Negroes, Native American, Hispanics know who they are according to the scriptures, which is Yasharala. Alright? So before we do anything, we're going to say Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Which is all praise to Yahweh in the name of his son Yahushua. And we're going to say Nachnawa Banyam Ha-Aibad Aibata Yanawa Hagawala Ba'ana Yawak La Kal Ha-Aratiza Kaya Nasha'a Wa Shamat Shamwa Yahweh Hasha'a Wa Nawa Hawa'a Yashai Ya'ai Nawa, which is, we are the sons of the slaves. Our fathers were carried away in ships to all the earth. For they have taken our name, but Yahweh had restored us. Right? Let me Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 16 through 19. Alright, so what we're going to go into today is your name, man. A name. Alright? Scriptures say, talk a lot about a name, and the name. Your name and the Most High's name. Alright? Names are important. Your name is important, man. And the report or the fame behind your name is important. Not the fame, but the standing of your name, man. Because at this point, you got certain people trying to tear down brothers' names. Alright, which is a bad thing. That's why the Most High had a law that says that you should not bear false witness. That's in the law and in the commandments. Right? Go ahead and read that. We get into the name.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 16. This day the Lord thy power hath commanded thee to do these statutes and judgments. Thou shalt therefore keep and do them with all thine heart and with all thy soul.
Right, so we were given laws and commandments to keep, of which one, if you can get hold and get Exodus 20 for me real quick, get where it says, thou shalt not bear false witness.
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Right. It says you should not bear false witness against your neighbor, meaning when it says bear, it means to carry. It means you should not carry a false report or a false witness against your neighbor, to tear down his name or to have him put to death or to have it as if he's breaking any laws or anything like that. That's in our law. So you have to be mindful of another man's name, not to tear his name down wrongfully, man. Sirach 7.
I got a quick one for you.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Right. Your name is better than what is it?
A good name is better than precious ointment.
Right, showing you how good a good name is, man. And as a brother, as an Israelite man, Yasharala, you should be working to have a good name, man. When brothers speak about you, they should have nothing but good things to say. And on the flip side of that, you shouldn't be talking and trying to tear down brothers' names and you don't even know them, or bringing up a false report against them to tear down their name so others will look down or think bad about them. That's wicked as hell in the eyes of the Most High. to bear false report or to lie on another brother in his name, man, and his works. Is that it? You got some more? All right, so go back to Deuteronomy 26. Yeah. Showing you how important a name is, but go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 16. This day the Lord thy power hath commanded thee to do these statutes and judgments. Thou shalt therefore keep and do them with all thine heart and with all thy soul. Verse 17. Thou hast avouched the Lord this day to be thy power and to walk in his ways and to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and to hearken unto his voice.
Meaning that we went into a covenant with the Most High, that we would keep his law, statutes, and commandments, and that he would be our God and we will be his people. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And the Lord have avouched this day to be his peculiar people as he hath promised thee, and thou shouldest keep all his commandments.
And that we will be his peculiar, his own people, man. All right, now we should keep his laws and his commandments and his judgments. All right, but we're going to be his peculiar people. And when being his peculiar people, it means that we're going to take on his name. Keep going, it's going to say.
And to make thee high above all nations, which he hath made in praise and in name and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto the Lord thy power, as he hath spoken.
It says that he will make us high above all the other nations in praise and in name, all right, which is very important, and in honor, that we should be separated to him. But notice it says in name. All right, now what is the name that he gave our nation? Yashar Allah. Yah, he, Shar, Prince, Allah, power. He's a prince of God. That's our name as a nation. And then that name is honor, because our honor is placed on the Most High, which is in the symbolic form our husband. Just like your wife, her name is going to be changed to your name. If your name, like my name is Karataza, so my wife would be called such and such Bayat Karataza, such and such to the house of Karataza. Just like we are named after the Most High, and we get our honor from him, and we're supposed to bring him honor. Now when you look up that word name, it's from the can you see if it'll get it on the camera? When you go behind that word name in the Hebrew, it's Sham. All right? And it says right here, if you look right here, got it?
Nah, it's not picking it up. Hold on, let me try to again. Yeah, it's good right
You got it? It's a phone, it may not pick it up.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, if you look, it says reputation, fame, glory. Now that's for the westward behind the word name. You see, it's fame, famous, renowned. It says by implication, honor, authority, or character. By implication, honor, authority, character. This is what a name implies, man. This is why you're supposed to have a good name. And this is what the Most High placed upon us with his name, giving us honor. All right, that's it on that. Numbers 6 and 27. Right, so it said, and to make thee high above all nations, which I had made, in praise and in name, all right, and in honor, that thou mayest be a holy people unto the Lord thy power, as he has spoken. All right, so now you know what that name, what the name is. It represents your character. It represents your honor and your authority. So your name is important. You should carry your name as valuable. Just like you should carry the Most High name as valuable. And when people see you, they see the Most High's name. Alright? Alright,
This is Numbers chapter 6 verse 27. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel.
Started 25. So, yeah.
Numbers chapter 6 verse 25. The Lord make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace.
This is a blessing that we use sometimes, but go ahead.
And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them.
Right. So the Levites are supposed to put the name of the Most High, Yahweh, upon us, man. And the Most High will bless us. Once again, that word bless means to bend the knee, all right, and to give a gift. Okay? And the Most High will give us things. Give us what our hearts desire. Leviticus 22 and 32.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 22, verse 32. Neither shall ye profane my holy name, but I will hallow among the children of Israel. I am the Lord which hallow you.
Right, so it says, neither shall ye profane my holy name. Once again, the Most High name was placed on Israel. All right, Yasher Allah. All right, we're not to profane his name and put his name out of the temple and make his name to nothing. How do you do that? By not keeping the laws, by behaving yourself by not behaving yourself in line with the laws and the commandments of the Most High. All right. You got a precept?
Oh, no, wait a minute. And I put some magic in.
Yeah. This is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 30. The light of the eyes rejoiceth the heart, and a good report maketh the bones fat.
Right, a good report maketh the bones fat, man. All right, you're supposed to have a good report about your name. Just like the Most High's name is glorious, it says dreadful among the heathens. All right, and his name is glorious to us, a name of praise and power, man. A merciful. A name of mercy and just greatness overall. Most High should call his name his great name. That's how you're supposed to carry yourself after the Most High, because you're named after him. It's like he holds his name up there, man. We're supposed to hold our name up there, and we're supposed to carry ourselves in character as the Most High, being that we're named after him. Man, you're supposed to have a good report about your name, basically. Exodus 20 and 7. Alright, because it said, neither shall ye profane the holy name, neither shall ye profane my holy name, but I will be hallowed among the children of Israel. Now I said I will be hallowed among the children of Israel. He's going to get glory from the children of Israel, the children of Yasharallah. We're supposed to bring the Most High glory by our actions. That's why in Deuteronomy, what is it, chapter 6, verse 4, it says, Moses said, I have taught you law, statutes, and judgments this day, If you could get that real quick. Got it? You got it.
6 and 4.
Yeah. Then when we walk before the other nations and amongst each other, we're supposed to carry the Most High law, statutes, and commandments in us, in the precepts. I shouldn't have to see you and say, hey, brother, you keep the laws. I'll be able to see it on you if you keep the laws. Man, they fuck. Look at that shit.
No.
I'll be able to see you. I'll be able to see it on you. I'll be able to see the book of Sirach in your actions. And vice versa, if a man is really learned in this book, he'll be able to see your actions by what the scriptures say. He won't have to ask you if he's learned. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4. Shema Yasharala. Alahayanawa.
No. 4 where it says, this day I've taught you statutes and commandments, and they shall be your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations. I think it might be chapter 4.
Are you guys sourcing this?
Nah.
Yeah, 4 and 6.
Yeah, go ahead. I would appreciate it.
Deuteronomy 4 and 6. But ye that did cleave unto the Lord your God are alive, every one.
That's it? Oh, man, hold on.
I'm started up.
Oh, go ahead.
You want me to just start at 6?
Go ahead. If you see a point in that, go ahead.
Alright, but ye that did cleave unto the Lord your God are alive, every one of you this day. Right. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
It says that this is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations. The commandments and the laws that the Most High gave us. Keep going.
It says, in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. What else it say?
Keep going.
Yeah.
For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for?
Exactly. That's why it says in Leviticus 22 and 32, but I will be hallowed among the children of Israel. I'm the Lord which hallow you. All right?
Yeah.
The other nations going to see us and how we carry ourselves and our laws, and they're going to say, yo, that people right there is a wise and understanding people, and their God is a great God. What's their God name? Oh, it's Yahweh. Oh, we're going to hallow that name. That's why it's going to be glorious in our kingdom when the name of Yahweh rings throughout the earth, man. That's why the Most High is setting up the children of Israel to bring him his glory to his name, man, and not vice versa. All right,
a little bit more. And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, right, which I set before you this day? That was it.
Exactly. Right.
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 7. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy power in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
And the Hebrew is La'ad, Nashah, Sham, Yahweh, Alahayim, Lashawah. All right? Don't bear the name of Yahweh to emptiness. All right, meaning when it says bear, it means to carry. Why? Because the Most High has named us. He's given us his name. So when we walking around every day in these streets, when we dealing with each other as brothers, we're not supposed to make that sacred name that was placed on us, name being Yasharallah, in the name of the Most High Yahweh, and the covenant that he gave us. We're not supposed to make that to vanity, to nothingness, man.
Kind of like Nigel.
By behaving ourselves wickedly amongst each other or amongst the other nations, man. We're not better than the other nations just because we can jump higher than them or we can fuck better than them. What makes us the top nation is that the Most High chose us because he loved our forefathers and because he gave us his holy laws. All right, that he chose us to be the ministers and the teachers and the priests of this world. That's the only thing that make us better. It ain't because you better just because you got black skin, or because you're an Israelite, or because you could jump higher, or you could fuck better, or you're smart. Nah, it ain't none of that shit. Because the Most High gave us his name and gave us his laws and gave us his glory. And that he loved our forefathers. That's the only thing, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is Genesis chapter 32, verse 26. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him,
bless means to give a gift. Right. We gotta start looking at these words in the context of the language that was written. It means to bend the knee and give a gift. So what gift is he gonna give him?
And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with the Most High and with men, and has prevailed.
Exactly. So that's the moment that our name changed. All right, the Most High named us through that angel right there, Yashar Allah. He's a prince of God. He's a son of God. Give me Genesis 34 and 5, I think it is, to back that up. And we got to start acting like that. Are you out there slandering brothers? You know what I mean? You out there making false reports on brothers? That's not of the Most High. That's not how we carry ourselves, and that's directly against the law. If you don't know a brother, you don't know what's going on, you don't know other camps, you shouldn't be talking on that, because you don't know.
You're bearing false witness.
And you're bearing false witness, which is against the commandment, which makes the Most High name look bad. We're supposed to be doing better as a nation of people. Go ahead,
You said 34 and 5?
34 and 5, or 35 and 4, I'm sorry. Nation of Kings.
This is Genesis chapter 35, verse 4. And they gave unto Jacob all strange gods.
That is.
It's 35 and 4.
35 and 4.
That's what I was asking you.
Is 35 or 25?
Nah, it's 30. It's like 34 or something. Let me look it up.
You said when you gave him
We said we shall be a nation of kings. We shall be a nation of kings. 30 was 34. 35 and 11, my fault. Yeah.
This is Genesis chapter 35, verse 11. And the Most High said unto him, I am God Almighty, be fruitful and multiply.
This is after we got our name. Go ahead.
A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins.
Now we're a nation of kings and priests, man. So we must behave ourselves in accordance with that title and that name that was given to us. That's why it says a good name is better than precious ointment, man. We got that good name as a nation, but like as a brother, how is your name? Is your name like sweet ointment? Or is it like shit to flies, man? That's the question. That's the battle that second Esdras talks about. All right. Jeremiah 44 and 26. wonder if I can find that in Sirach, man. It says that this is the battle of man. Let me see if I can find it real quick, man, 'cause that's a good one to bring out right now. The second Esdras. If you go to second Esdras and you go type in battle, you'll find it.
How much you got to do that on the weekend?
We do,
Okay,
man.
every night?
Nah, we do. We changed it to Monday.
Y'all got another spot besides this one?
Nah, it's the only one.
Like a
7 and 57.
Nah, it's the only one for right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck with me and shit.
I
I
don't
saw
legit
something
at the
online.
same time. You get
Y'all
that
all over the place, huh?
57
with every
and
city.
59.
Well,
Yeah, we everywhere, man. Israelites are everywhere.
yeah.
What we supposed to be doing? We supposed to be leaving this place or just?
Supposed to be getting right. Supposed to be getting back to your heritage of what you are, man. Supposed to follow the statutes and commandments in the scriptures and try to understand who the Most High is and what He wants you to do.
Right, like
By reading.
lifestyle.
Yeah, by reading. Doing what it says to do in the scriptures. Read that out.
This is second Esdras, chapter 7, verse 57.
Read all the way to 59. Yeah.
Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying,
Hold up. You know, because we got to get what he's talking about. Go back to verse 20, 21.
same chapter.
Yeah. Matter of fact, 19 to 24. And then skip.
This is second Ezra, chapter 7, verse 19. And he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, and none that have understanding above the highest.
Right.
For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the Lord, the Most High, that is set before them.
Right.
For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came, that they shall do to live even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said unto the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways. Verse 24.
Is it true?
But his laws have despised and denied his covenants, and his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works.
Go to verse 57 and read to 59.
This is second Ezra chapter 7, verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight.
That's the condition. Whether you going to keep the laws of the Most High, keep his statutes and his commandments, or not. Go ahead.
That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose thee life that thou mayest live.
Exactly. So that's the battle. And that's the report of your name. Okay? Whether you do these things that's contained in the scriptures or you don't. If you do them, you're going to have a good report, because amongst all men, even the heathens, the things that are contained in the scriptures are good. The laws are good to all nations. All nations recognize the laws as good, maybe except for the homosexual law. Right, so and keeping the laws and the commandments, right? And keeping those laws and commandments, which is the battle of men, is trying to keep those laws and commandments. All right? therein will lies where you'll get either a good report or a bad report amongst other people. Because if you keep the laws, you're gonna love your brother. If one of you can get, one of y'all can get that, where Yahweh shot, he asked him what was the greatest commandment. He said, love thy neighbor, love the most. He said, love the Most High. Yeah, and love your brother as yourself. Yeah, and doing so. Oh, and the other one is doing to others thou want done unto thyself. But in doing so, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, what you're actually doing, you're gonna build for yourself a good name. And that, like the Most High said, no house can be built without him. Like, you know that scripture, no house can be built without the Most High. It has to be built on a good foundation of the Most High. So when you build that name, when you build a good report for yourself, a good name for yourself, it'll be founded in the Most High, because it's founded in his laws and how you deal with other brothers, man. All right? And other men. Found it.
Mark.
Can you read it real quick? Which one you got? Doing to others?
Love thy neighbors thyself.
Yeah, that one. There's another one too.
It says Mark 12 and 29. We'll start at 28. And one of the scribes came, and having heard them reasoning together, and perceiving that he had answered them well, asked him, which is the first commandment of all? And Yahushua answered him, the first of all the commandments is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these.
And on this, you should say on this hinge all the prophets and all that.
Oh, that's the one in Matthew.
Yeah, get that one. Matthew 22 and 29, I think.
Alright, Matthews 22:37. Yahushua said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, thou shalt...
So the first commandment is to love the Most High with all your soul and with all your might. Right? And what's the second one?
And the second is like unto it.
It's like unto it. Meaning it's similar to it. Damn, that is same. Go ahead.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
You should love your neighbor as you love yourself. Right? Keep going.
On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
On these two commandments hang all of the law, all the laws, and all of the prophets. All the prophecies. Why? Israel was going into slavery because they weren't keeping the laws. And the laws is to love the Most High and to love your brother like you love yourself. And it's that easy. That's why when you operate in Israel in accordance to the laws, it shows that you love the Most High and you love your brother, which then gives you a good report on your name. That's why it's important for you to maintain a good name or a good report, which your name represents, your report. Because without that, it's nothing. This is what the law and the prophets, this is what everything is hinged on. keeping the commandments of the Most High and the laws of the Most High, loving the Most High and loving your neighbor. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 12. Therefore all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. Once again, yet when you were growing up, your teacher said what? Do unto others as thou want done unto thyself. That's what your teacher always said.
Treat others like you want to be treated.
Treat other people how you would want to be treated. So if you out there, you know what I'm talking about. If you out there slandering other brothers, lying on other brothers, you won't want that shit done to you. That's not the law. That's not keeping the law. That's not in line with the Most High. If you're in agreement with brothers slandering other brothers, you know that shit is a lie, and you don't say nothing to that brother, then basically you're not following the laws of the Most High. That's not in agreement with the laws of the Most High, with the ways of the Most High, with the ways of Yasharallah. And that doesn't bring a good name or a good look on the Most High's name or Yasharallah's name.
Yeah,
all right.
You just, like the brother said, you just don't go with that shit. Like, you know the brother's fucking up, but you just gonna go with it because we cool for right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, going off is going off. If a brother is slandering another brother and you know it, you don't just say, yeah, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Because that's my man. No, you're gonna be held accountable too. It ain't just, oh man, that's on him, he's saying it. No, you in agreement with that, right? Because if you weren't, you would say something. Just the same way you would say something if he was saying some slander towards you. But you don't look at it like that because
it ain't true.
Exactly.
It ain't true.
Because y'all don't look at the scriptures like, okay, you know what, that's my brother. Like with Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
The same thing. Am I my brother's keeper? Yeah, you your brother's keeper, man. You don't want shit happening to him. It's the same way you don't want shit happening to you.
You never know, man.
It's the same thing, man. Don't you know if every brother kept that, we would be good.
We'd be delivered.
We would be, yeah, exactly.
Was it David? No, it was Solomon. We was praying in the temple, to the temple. Go ahead.
That's right. That's it.
But
This is
back up what you were saying. Exodus 20 and 2.
I'm sorry, Exodus 20 and 2.
Yep.
23.
God damn it. Read number 1. Read number 1. Read verse number 1.
This is Exodus chapter 23, verse 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Wow.
Yeah, that don't even need breaking down.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Can you read that again?
This is Exodus chapter 23, verse 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many, to wrest judgment.
To wrest judgment. To wrestle with judgment. You ain't supposed to be out there bearing false witness, and then you know a brother bearing false witness, and you in line with it.
Yeah.
You just good with it. You ain't even gonna correct the brother. That shit is wicked, man.
Yeah.
That ain't righteous, man. That ain't Yasharallah. That ain't of Yahweh. That's wicked.
If you notice, that's why it also talks about in the scriptures about putting evil away from Israel, man. You had certain laws where you had to do it because you had to put evil away from Israel, man. If you're not doing that and you just going along with it, that's not putting evil away. Even though it ain't you, that's not putting evil away as Israel, because the way that the Most High looks at Israel is like one entity.
Yep.
When you read about how he actually dealt with Israel, it wasn't like, hey man, you and you is fucking up. No. Or was it like that one Israelite that took that Babylonian garment or something? I forgot.
Right. He punished all Israel.
Fans, animals,
all of it. Everybody had to suffer. And he said Israel has done, such and such, such and such. So we got to look at this as a unit, man. That's why we saying what we saying right now, because brothers got to get it right, man. You got to look at this as one unit. Look at it how the Most High looks at it, as one unit, man. Because guess what? Y'all going off? We all going off, man.
Let's sit on that.
Yeah.
So go ahead and go. It's crazy. Huh? Yeah, 44.
This is Jeremiah chapter 44.
Hold on, real quick, 'cause that's funny. That's funny that we mentioned that, because
This is scripture.
that law says La'ah Nasha Sham Yahweh Alahayim Nashawa. Don't bear the name of Yahweh to emptiness. And by our actions, by the actions of our forefathers, we bared the name of the Most High to emptiness. And then we would judge for that. And a part of that judgment is us being in America on this soil right now.
Yeah.
So as we wake up to the Most High's name and to our name being named after the Most High, we're not supposed to go back and do the wicked deeds of our forefathers. We're not supposed to go back and break the laws purposely, just for our own pleasure. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to try our best not to. That's the whole battle of man, like we read in Second Esdras. Okay?
This is Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 27. Behold, I watch over them for evil and not for good.
26.
This is Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 26. Therefore, hear ye the word of the Lord, all Judah that dwell in the land of Egypt.
Now this is when, during the time of this is Jeremiah, Isaiah. This time of Jeremiah, when certain of the people went to Egypt. All right, they fled the land, went to Egypt because there was war or something like that in the land. But at this time, our people are being wicked continuously, breaking these same laws and doing the same thing we're talking about, to where the Most High just went ahead and took his name out of our mouths. We lost his name, and then we lost our name. Go ahead.
Therefore hear ye the word of the Lord, all Judah that dwell in the land of Egypt. Behold, I have sworn by my great name, saith the Lord.
By his great, see the Most High name is so important. Now we're supposed to be following after the Most High and his son. His name is very important. He takes his name serious as fuck. Every time you hear about the Most High, it's just about his name, his name, his name, his name, his name. We're supposed to be the same way. My name, Karatazar, is very serious to me. If anybody, before they see my face, they may hear my name. And I want my name to be good to them. I want them to think of me as a good person. Just like the Most High, his name is good. When we think of Yahweh, we think of good. Well, you're supposed to be the same way. Just like your God. He calls his name my great name. Go ahead.
Good. I have sworn by my great name, saith the Lord, that my name shall no more be named in the mouth of any man of Judah in all the land of Egypt, saying, the Lord thy power liveth.
It says that my name shall no more be named in the mouth of any man in Judah. Of Judah in the land of Egypt. The Most High straight took his name out of our mouth, and we lost his name. I don't know what's up with people. And we lost his name for a long time, man. But check it out. He took his name from us, but that's not all. Go ahead and go to Numbers chapter 23, verse 9 to 10. That's not even all. He also took our name from us, because our name is associated with his name. You got it. precept?
No, go ahead.
Can you hold Hosea 1 and 10? Yeah. I'm going to get that next, I think.
This is Numbers chapter 23, verse 9. From the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him.
It's talking about Israel. Yashar, go ahead.
Lo, the people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations.
Now here we is, we come to America, they strip us of our name. We're no longer Yashar Allah. We're niggas now. We're Negroes. We're colored. We're African American. We're everything else but the sons of the living power. All right? We're everything else but Yashar Allah. So he took his name from us, and then he took our name from us because it's associated with his name. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Who can count the dust of Jacob and the number of the fourth part of Israel? Let me die the death of the righteous, and let my last end be like his.
This man wanted to be like us. He wanted to have that name on him. But he didn't. The Most High gave that name to us. So we should carry it, our names and his name, in the right manner. Hosea 1 and 10.
Hosea 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. It shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them.
Now it was told us that we're not the people of the Most High here in America and wherever else we went into slavery at. But it's going to be said what?
Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
Now it's being told to you that you are Yashar Allah. You are the sons of the Most High, the princes of the power. So when you get that name, you should carry that name as a badge of honor, and you should honor your brother and the Most High. You should carry that name in accordance with the laws. You shouldn't be slandering other camps and other brothers. Slandering meaning speaking falsely of them. You shouldn't be doing that, because that's not of the Most High or of Yashar Allah. That's not our customs. That's the heathen customs. 2:28 to 35.
This is Baruch, chapter 2, verse 28.
2 Timothy 2:19.
As thou spakest by the servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying, if ye will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves.
Right, and we're in the land of our captivities right now. In America and throughout the world where we were taken into captivity. Guess what? We're starting to remember ourselves. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear.
Now you can hear, and you got a mind to think upon these scriptures. Now you can hear what the scriptures are saying. You can really understand it. You can really take it in now. The Most High has given us ears to be able to hear it now, to be able to see who we are, to be able to understand his laws. Go ahead.
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name.
And think upon what?
My name.
And think upon his name. Think upon his great, mighty name. Go ahead.
And return from their stiff neck.
And do what?
And return from their stiff
Another
neck.
one.
So, shit, crazy, boy.
What's going on tonight, man?
So you see, the Most High took his name from us, took our name, took us as a nation away. Now he's giving his name back to us, and it says they shall return from their stiff-necked ways. Meaning what? Once you get the name, that name Yahweh, that name Yasha'Allah, you're supposed to do what? You're supposed to turn away from your stiff-necked ways. You're supposed to keep the laws. You're supposed to carry yourself in accordance to the things that were written by Moses.
Held to a higher standard, huh?
Exactly. That's beautiful. You're supposed to be held to a higher standard as an Israelite Yasher Alian man. So the slandering and the talking shit about other brothers that's not true,
Right.
and the adultery and all the other shit you're doing, you're not supposed to be doing. It don't matter if you think you're the elect or not. That shit don't matter. If you're not following these laws, you ain't doing right. Simple as that. When we get the name, we're supposed to turn from our wicked ways, man. Okay? And like I'm bringing up with this whole point about names, you're supposed to carry your name in accordance to the scriptures, to the laws. You're supposed to have a good report. You're supposed to have a good name in Israel, man. Even Cornelius, it said was of a good report. He had a good name. Go ahead,
And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds.
You're supposed to turn from the wicked deeds. And a part of that is slandering. A part of that is bearing false witness. A part of that is coveting. Wanting shit that other brothers got. Wanting men from other camps. Want to be as big as another camp. I want that. Want it for yourself enough so you would take it from them if you could. Being jealous of other brothers, man. Oh, he got a nice car. Oh, I don't like that shit. I'm gonna talk shit about him. Say he in the world. I don't like that shit.
Right.
Where's that shit at in the law? You ain't supposed to be doing that. Oh, that brother got long hair. I don't like that shit. Ah, man, he wicked. He got long hair.
You got a nice garment.
He got a nice garment. I don't like that. Where's that in the scriptures? Oh, they got a high definition camera. They got HD and shit. What you gotta make movies out? I don't like that. Y'all niggas wicked because of that. No, that's wicked, man. That's wicked, man. Because you judging somebody on your own standards and not according to the law.
Trying to look pretty for the ladies.
Yeah, y'all trying to look pretty for the ladies. Where say you not supposed to do that at? We supposed to look pretty for men?
Right.
The hell? He just want to line up because he want to look pretty. Do you know that? Did you ask that brother that shit? That's slandering. That's false witness.
Right.
Brother ain't tell you want to line up because you want to look pretty for the women.
That's right.
You don't know that shit. You're being presumptuous. You're guessing. That's against the law. That's against the laws, man. Trying to tear down another brother, man. That's wicked, man. Go ahead, Art. Yeah. You're supposed to be turning from that shit, man. Talk about some female shit. Go ahead, man.
Verse 33. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord.
We're supposed to think about the things that that's why we got, Romans say the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. That's why we got the scriptures. We know where our fathers went off. We know what we're not supposed to do, and we're supposed to do our best not to do those things. Yahushua told them to offend less, man. Offend less. Now we're going to offend at some points in the law, but the whole objective is to offend as least as you can.
Right.
And for one, to love the Most High. For two, to love your brother as you love yourself. That's the law and the prophets, man. Go Go ahead. Finish it out.
34. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them.
All right, go to 2 Timothy 2:19. And then Baruch
2 Timothy 2:19. Nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure.
The foundation of God standeth sure. Go ahead.
Having this seal.
Having what seal?
Having this seal, the Lord
Right.
knoweth them that are his.
The Most High know those that are his. They have that seal. They have that foundation of the Most High. Go ahead.
And let everyone that nameth the name of Christ depart from iniquity.
Read that again.
Nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his. And let everyone that nameth the name of Christ depart from iniquity.
Now, this is talking about the name of Yahushua, but Yahushua falls under the Most High. So, if we're going to be calling on Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, we should not be doing iniquity. We should not be breaking the laws. We should not be slandering brothers. We should not be committing adultery. We should not be coveting. We should not be wanting things that are not ours, so much so that we would take it if we could, man. God, people, you got men coveting other men. Coveting a man from another group, saying that they should be a part of my group. What kind of shit is that? Go ahead.
Oh, you want more of that?
That's it. That's it.
I had a precept. Just
Let me read the precept.
St. John 10 and 14.
Speak on it.
What's going on, bro? I am the good shepherd. Nah, man, sorry. I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine. Which is back on what the brother said. You know, the Most High know his own. Yahushua know his own, man. Remember, he said he chose them. And what are the followers of Yahushua doing though? Doing exactly what he said. Keep the commandments, man. Then he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. When you really look at it, a lot of y'all brothers really expose that y'all don't really have any love for Yahushua, man. It's in your speech. Because you saying this slander and lying and stuff, I want y'all to tell me when Yahushua was just lying on cats. Not just talking about cats he don't even know nothing about and just saying stuff. You're not going to find it. Because that would be going off. That would not be following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Slandering, man.
When did Yahushua speak on shit he didn't even know about?
Right. That's right. And like the brother said too about the whole, you know, coveting another brother's position.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh man, they doing this and they doing that. No, I need that spot. Nah, man. That's not how this thing works. Trying to take another brother's spot. You know why? Because would you want a brother trying to take your spot, your so-called spot, or trying to overthrow you? No, you wouldn't want that.
And that's worldly as hell.
Yep. That's worldly.
That's being in the world.
This is Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 3. As I live, said the Lord power, ye shall not have occasions any more to use this proverb in Israel. For behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. But if a man be just, and do that which is lawful and right, and hath not eaten upon the mountains, neither lifted up his eyes to idols of the house of Israel, neither hath defiled his neighbor's wife, neither hath come near to a mentioned woman, and hath not oppressed any, but hath restored to the debtor his pledge, hath spoiled none by violence, hath given his bread to the hungry, and hath covered the naked with a garment. He that had not given forth upon usury, neither had taken any increase, that had withdrawn his hand from iniquity, hath exacted true judgment between man and man. That's the point right there. And hath exacted true judgment between man and man, hath walked in my statutes and kept my judgment, to deal truly. See that? To deal truly.
Right.
To deal truly. He is just. He shall surely live, said the Lord God. The Most High don't play that, man. You got that precept? I was telling you the whole. Yeah.
This is Baruch, chapter 2, verse 15.
Wait, no. Yeah, go ahead.
That all the earth may know that thou art the Lord our power, because Israel and his posterity is called by thy name.
Right. It's called by thy name. So like the whole point tonight is we're called by the Most High's name, man. So we have to follow and walk as the Most High walk. We have to try to be as righteous as we can. We have to be just. All right? Just like he read in Ezekiel. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor rather than silver and gold.
Read that one more time.
This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor rather than silver and gold.
Exactly. And if you could get that precept too, it says that let another man, it says about another man speaking about you and not yourself.
Steaming.
Huh? Yeah, let another man esteem you. Yeah. You got brothers that be trying to say like, yo, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. That name that you get is built from other brothers, not from yourself. You can't say I got a good name. Other brothers are gonna give you that name. Like, oh yeah, that brother, oh, he a good brother. Yeah, he a good brother, man. He do this, this, and this. He believe in the Most High, keep the law,
Precept for that too, what you were saying. Let me see. That one.
You got one? You got the steaming? Romans what?
This
14?
is Proverbs chapter 27.
Oh, bring it out, I think.
Verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth, a stranger, and not thy own lips.
Right, so you let another person say if you this, that, and the other, not yourself. That's how you know when somebody ain't right, man.
Yeah.
They get the praising themselves. I'm this and I'm that. I'm the lick. I'm the. You don't know what you are, man. I mean, you let another brother say that, man. You think you wise? You let another brother say, hey, man, that brother wise. But you don't hold yourself to none of that stuff, man. So this name that you're gonna get through your good action, your good works, and you're keeping the laws and you're praising the Most High, it's gonna come from other people. Other people gonna recognize, gonna see that in you and say, man, that's a good brother, man.
Right.
I mean, that's a wise brother. Not you of yourself. Go ahead with the precept. You got a precept?
Yeah. What did you just bring out? Proverbs?
Yeah, Proverbs 27 and 1 through 2.
Alright. I got Proverbs 15 and 30. The light of the eyes rejoiceth the heart, and a good report maketh the bones fat.
The Most I must want that to come out twice.
Oh, it came out already?
Yeah, a good name, but that go hand in hand, because if you got a good report, but your report is based off of what other brothers see in you and say about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not what you gonna tell other brothers. If a brother tell me he this, he that, he da, I'm looking at him like, I don't believe you. I don't know.
Go ahead. This is Proverbs chapter 25 and 27. It is not good to eat much honey, so for men to search their own glory is not glory.
Exactly. You ain't supposed to search your own glory. The Most High gonna give you glory through the lips of other men by your good actions, your good deeds, and your justness, how just you are based upon the laws and the commandments and the precepts that the Most High had given us. Brothers can see whether you wicked or not. You can't lie to people by your actions. You can lie with your lips, but your actions ain't gonna fucking lie. Alright? Real shit. Some of this shit they say in the world be true. You can lie with your lips all day and say what you are and what you not. Your actions gonna show what you are and what you not. And other men gonna speak on those actions. You know what I mean? So you got a precept? Okay. You don't cut it short. What time you say you had to go? Alright, we cut it short. We bring out. Alright. Go to Isaiah 63 and 16 through 18. Matter of fact, no. Get Ezekiel 36 and 20 through 23. And then get second Ezra's.
So, Ezekiel?
We don't even need second Ezra. Ezekiel 36, 20 through 23. We're just going to get Proverbs 31 and 10. And then Ecclesiastes 7 and 1. We ended on that. So Ezekiel 36, 20 through 23.
36?
Yeah, 36, 20 through 23.
Yeah, thank God that's for
31 and 10 and what else? Ecclesiastes 7 and 1. Got it all?
So Ezekiel 36, 20
through 23.
This is Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 20. And when they entered unto the heathen whither they went, they profaned my holy name.
Talking about us, Yasharallah, our forefathers. Go ahead.
When they said to them, these are the people of the Lord, and are gone forth out of his land. But I had pity for my holy name.
He had pity on what?
My holy name.
On his holy name. Go ahead.
Which the house of his Israel had profaned among the heathen whither they went.
How do we profane the Most High name? Because we carried his name, being that we're named after him. We're named Yasharallah. We bear his name. He's our God. We walked in the other nations and we started acting like them. We started lying on each other, bearing false witness, committing adultery, praying to their God, other false gods, killing each other, stealing from every law that's in the Old Testament that were written by the hand of Moses and that were written by the finger of the Most High, being the commandments. We broke. That's how we profaned the name of the Most High, and so profaned our own name. Like it's saying Lamentations, this is the beauty of the earth. Like, yo, go ahead.
And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them.
He said, I will sanctify them and I will claim my name. Go ahead.
And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord power, when I shall be sanctified in you.
And who?
In you, before their eyes.
So here we are, we waking up, we got the Most High name, Yahweh, we got his son name, Yahweh Shai, we got our name, Yashar Allah. We're supposed to be carrying it in sanctity of the Most High. We already said how you do that is by keeping the laws. We already told you what Yahweh Shai said the laws were summed up in. Love the Most High, love your brother as yourself. It's just as simple as that. But this is what we're supposed to be doing in this time. We're supposed to be carrying ourselves as honorable, respectable according to the law, as just people. So when these heathens see us, they might not like what we saying, but they can't. Just like Yahushua, they took Yahushua before Pontius Pilate, and he said his wife said the man was innocent. They couldn't find shit on Yahushua, because Yahushua was just,
Blameless.
he was blameless, man. We're supposed to be the same way. We're supposed to be the same way. Go ahead, Al. Verse 23.
And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them, and the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes.
So here the Most High is getting glory. He about to get his glory from Yasharallah, from us. In their eyes. They gotta look at us and see the Most High in us. The other nations have to look at us and see the Most High in us. He's gonna make them see his name, the glory of his name, by them looking at us. So how are we supposed to carry ourselves? In accordance to the laws. We're supposed to deal with each other as brothers. We ain't supposed to be out here slandering each other, out here bearing false witness with each other. We ain't supposed to be doing that shit, man. Alright. Proverbs 31 and 10.
Proverbs 31 and 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Now, remember, the wife of the Most High is Yasharallah, Israel. So we're the wife of the Most High. So when he says he's going to get glory in his name, he's going to get it through, he says he's going to get it through us. Your wife at home is supposed to be, is supposed to bring you glory as a man. And they're going to speak about this in Proverbs 31. But that's what we're supposed to do for the Most High, man. We ain't supposed to bring a stank on his name, man. Go ahead, Art.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Her price is above rubies. That's supposed to be us. Go ahead.
The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her.
The heart of her husband do safely trust in her. He can trust her. Go ahead.
So that he shall have no need of spoil.
Go ahead.
She will do him good.
She will do him what?
She will do him good.
We supposed to do the Most High good. We out here doing all this slandering and talking shit about other brothers, shit that we don't even know. Adultery, not fornication, but covetousness. A lot of you brothers don't even respect your parents. Honor your parents. Honor thy mother and thy father. You don't even honor your parents. That's not respectable to the Most High. That's not doing the Most High good. You out here cursing your parents and cursing your wife, and you ain't supposed to be doing that shit, man. That's not doing good to the Most High. Go ahead.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Right?
She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands.
Go to verse 23.
Her husband is known in the gates.
Her husband is what?
Is known in the gates.
Guess what? The Most High is going to be known through us. These heathens going to know the Most High is real, and that he's the true God, the true living God, through us. Through what he does with us and how we represent him. Just the same as this woman, husband, is going to be known in the gates by her actions. By how honorable she is. Go ahead.
Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land.
Go ahead.
She maketh fine linen and selleth it and delivereth girdles unto the merchant.
Skip to verse 25.
Strength and honor are her clothing.
That's supposed to be us. Strength and honor supposed to be our clothing, man. Honor. It just says honor. Honor, man. Go ahead.
And she shall rejoice in time to come.
Go to Sirach 7, Ecclesiastes 7 and 1. See, our names are important because the way we carry our names, how we uphold our names, how great we want our names to be is a direct representative of the Most High. If we carry ourselves in an honorable, respectable manner in accordance to the law, statutes, and commandments and the precepts of the Most High, it brings the Most High glory when we do that. Just the same as your wife brings you glory when she upholds herself according to you and your will, and according to the law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead. It's the last scripture.
A good Ecclesiastes 7 and 1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of the death than the day of one's birth.
So that's it. So with that, we Yasher Allah. We say call Allah Yahweh Shema Shah. And shalom to the brothers out there that do this thing truthfully and sincerely, and to the Aquas out there that watch and that do their job in keeping up with their house and their husband and honoring their husbands. Shalom.
Shalom.